Hello and welcome back to Crystal Lightworkers podcast and the series Crystals and the Subtle Energy of Life. Today we explore the subtle energy crystals and how they interact with your personal field, and we will be focusing on energy mapping, understanding your own personal field and how becoming aware of your energy landscape can help you live with more balance, clarity and alignment. What is energy mapping? Energy mapping is a process of observing and understanding the flow of your own subtle energy. Think of it like creating a map of your aura, noting areas that are vibrant and free-flowing, spotting spots where energy feels stuck, heavy or weak, identifying patterns related to emotional, mental or physical states. Energy mapping helps you recognize blockages, strengths and imbalances so you can work consciously with your crystals and practices to restore harmony. Why understanding your energy field matters. Your personal energy field reflects your overall well-being. It brings emotional balance, mental clarity, physical vitality, intuition and spiritual awareness. By mapping your energy, you can detect early signs of imbalance before they manifest in the physical realm. Now, this is important because if we want to stop dis-ease from manifesting into the physical body, we need to learn how to detect it in our subtle energy. Then when we have detected it, we need to select the right crystal for support and realignment. And this will enhance our self-awareness and emotional intelligence and improve the quality of our interactions and the environment as well. As we said in the last podcast, you are not separate from your environment. The energy that you are producing is interacting with your environment. So just by holding the energy of love and harmony and peace, you are having a major effect on the environment around you and everything that is taking that life-giving energy in. Essentially, energy mapping allows you to take control of your energetic health rather than reacting only when physical discomfort appears. So how to map your energy field? Step 1, of course, is self-awareness. In JSJ, if you've done the diploma with me, you'll know I talk about JSJ, Jin Shin Jitsu, quite a lot. And the slogan that goes with it is Know Thyself. And know thyself is basically saying you need to have self-awareness. Self-awareness is the first step in learning how to get comfortable and acknowledge what's going on in your own subtle energy. So sit comfortably, breathe deeply, and notice sensations within your body. Observe areas of tension, heaviness, and warmth. And use your hands as sensors. Slowly move your hands a few inches from your body, noticing subtle sensations like tingling, temperature change, even resistance. Step 3 is to emotionally and mentally check in with yourself. Ask yourself what emotions or thoughts are arising at different points during the day. Note recurring patterns or areas of stress. Step 4 is visualization, using your imagination and looking into your aura as layers of light and realizing that your inner eye, your third eye, is far more valuable than you may have ever given it worth. And using the imagination to visualize into your auric field, eventually over a period of time you'll begin to realize how valuable this is and you'll start to trust it. So when you imagine your aura as layers of light flowing and radiant, you will then be able to detect any areas of congestion and observe their color, density or texture. Now, visualization may take a while for you to get comfortable with it or to trust it instead of just discarding it as just your imagination. You have been given an imagination to be able to see into your inner world. So use it wisely and learn how to trust it and allow it to develop. Step 5 is journaling, because often we remember doing the meditation or the exercise, but then sometimes we can forget. So recording what you sensed, felt, or visualized will really help you to have a deeper understanding and be able to reflect, because reflection is also an important part of energy mapping, because then it allows you to see how far you've come and how well the crystals are supporting you and how your energy field and your subtle energy is changing. And over time, patterns will start to emerge, and they will help you to understand your own energetic landscape and what's going on. So let's look at a scenario to help you understand how to do energy mapping. Firstly, be careful not to overdo it. Be careful not to become obsessed with your health. And this is easy to do if you are experiencing poor health or illness and want a quick fix. Remember that crystals can actually exaggerate things. So the last thing you want to do is exaggerate an illness. Go steady with awareness and allow your body time to integrate the light from the crystals, digest the frequencies, and naturally come into a harmonic state of being. My crystal alignment recommendations are maybe do 1 or 2 layouts with the chakras per week, and then only carry crystals that are helping what you have discovered in your energy mapping, and deal with one thing at one time. I'm going to now give you an example of energy mapping and how Sarah M. mapped her own energy and used crystals to support her. Sarah M. is age 38, and her background is that she has been experiencing ongoing fatigue, emotional overwhelm, and mental fog for some time. Whilst nothing appeared to be clinically wrong with her, she felt disconnected and ungrounded and unconnected to her intuition. So when Sarah decided to use energy mapping to create a plan to begin using crystals to support what she found, she began wisely by approaching the process slowly, focusing on awareness rather than trying to fix anything. Sarah decided she was going to allow herself 2 hours a week to do full chakra layouts, and she would choose the crystals accordingly. But she wanted to create a plan. And so she sat and she scanned her energy with her inner eye and her physical hands. And what she noticed was physically her legs and feet often felt cold. And she actually had no awareness of her legs and feet, because on a daily basis her awareness was compact to her head area, because she was mentally involved in her work and she had disconnected from her legs and her full sense of being. She also noticed that she had a sense of unease when she was thinking about work and finances. Physically, she had persistent fatigue. She had tension in her hips and her lower back. Emotionally and mentally, she had a fear of instability and a difficulty feeling supported. So for this, Sarah chose black tourmaline to support grounding and to reinforce a sense of safety and stability during her daily routines. Now, she worked with this for a few days to see if she could bring her insecurity into a more stable frequency so that she could release the tension in her lower hips and back and move into what she discovered next. So in the emotional area, Sarah noticed a heavy stagnant sensation in her lower abdomen, that she had periods of emotional numbness, followed by suddenly being overwhelmed with work. She had lost that really good connection with her emotional, intuitive barometer. Physically, she had that tightness in her lower back, and she had a low level of creative energy because she was having so much mainstream analysing of what she was doing. She was really being pulled away from her creative flow. So she decided to use Carnelian, and she used Carnelian, placed it on her lower back, and she used it as a reminder to allow her emotions to flow. To, if she got angry, just allowed herself to get angry and frustrated because she was annoyed that she had to keep meeting the demands that society was asking of her rather than being creative. And she wanted to take the pressure off herself, and she got angry at that, but she allowed herself to get angry, and she allowed the Carnelian to bring it into her awareness. So this started then to move the emotions that were stagnating in her lower back. As time went on, the tightness and the warmth in the lower back started to improve. She started to feel more stable about herself, but then continued with her energy mapping and noticed that her digestive system was often uncomfortable, and that she had tightness and warmth in the upper abdomen, and often she was breathing quite shallow. So again, she realized that she had self-doubt, perfectionism, and she was definitely overthinking, trying to work out ways to simplify her life through mentally realigning everything. But that mental process of trying to readjust her life and what have you was causing more mental pressure, along with all the expectations of society, expectations of her boss, and expectations of herself. So she chose Tiger's Eye to reduce her overthinking and to help her make more decisions based with her heart. After a few days, again, this started to improve, and she's taken her time with herself, is Sarah. She's not rushing anything. She knows that she's on a journey. She knows that she has to deal with one thing at one time and take her time to get herself back into balance. The next time she did her energy mapping, she realized that she was quite guarded, that she held her feelings close to her chest, and emotional reactions when reflecting on relationships were often tinged with the frustration and the anger that she'd felt because of her work life. She was carrying tension in her shoulders, she had tightness across her chest, and she had emotional fatigue, difficulty receiving support. Here she chose rose quartz, and she used rose quartz as a reminder to bring in self-compassion and soften her emotional defenses. So she worked for a few days with the rose quartz, with the intention of softening her energy field so that she would feel more comfortable with herself. She then moved on to recognizing her boundaries and her ability to express how she felt. She felt that she had a block and constricted sensations in her throat, a tendency to hold back thoughts to avoid conflict. And that was creating a stiff neck and tension in her jaw. This was all brought about because she had a fear of speaking honestly, because sometimes she recognized that what she might have to say might not be well received by others. So she started forming patterns of people pleasing so that she didn't have to express herself honestly. And so she introduced blue lace agate, which is a crystal that supports communication calmly and clearly and helps to set boundaries. Rather than trying to fix things, she just acknowledged that this is a natural tendency for her, and carrying this crystal with her, she found that she needed to carry this crystal for some time because she had a natural go-to mechanism within her that if she pleased other people, it made life easier. So rather than doing this, Sarah decided that she was now ready to put those boundaries in place. And the nice thing about blue lace agate is it helps you express yourself kindly from the heart and recognize that self-love and that softness within you that she'd started to integrate with the rose quartz and move now into putting her own boundaries in place. And then she moved on to her belief systems and sat looking at how she mentally processes what her belief systems are creating in her reality. And this is to do with the crown chakra. And she recognized that her thoughts were scattered and that she had mental exhaustion and that her belief system was quite out of sorts, that she was having massive expectations of herself and she had difficulty quietening her own mind, which meant that she did actually have headaches and disrupted sleep patterns. She had information overload because she was trying to find ways to balance herself with social media, with her work life, with her relationships, with the information coming through in mainstream. She found that the all information that she was getting, and she had to disassociate herself from the social media, from a lot of things to help her to integrate the information and get more in tune with herself, because she recognized that AI is offering a lot of information that may be fake news, and realistically needed to sit down and be more discerning of what she listened to and what she didn't listen to. And for this crystal, she chose Amethyst. Amethyst is brilliant at quietening the mind and encouraging self-knowing, what is right for me. So she's not using the crystals to fix things. She's using the crystals with awareness to recognize that she has a distorted belief system, and she just wanted to adjust that belief system so that she had a deeper knowing of what was right and what was wrong for her. So focusing on one area per week or for a few days until she felt that the energy had integrated, she allowed her body to integrate them individually, separately, and took her time. She used journaling for physical, emotional, and mental insights and aha moments, and she carried or sat with crystals with an intention to anchor this new energy of the crystal into her energetic field, pairing her awareness with the grounding practices such as breathwork and gentle movement. So it did take some time, but making energy mapping a daily habit and just checking in with yourself. Do I still need this crystal? Am I ready to move on? Am I still in this same place? Am I ready? And you're looking at observing rather than analyzing and fixing. You're observing and adjusting and allowing a natural process to form. And sitting comfortably with the uncomfortable initially until the crystal finally changes your vibration to meet the more harmonious frequency and the more coherent frequency that the crystal can offer you. So with consistent practice, you will start to recognize subtle shifts very quickly and know that your crystal and which crystal can help you, which crystal you may need more of. Remember to cleanse your crystals in between you when you're working with them. So let's just do a quick energy mapping to show you how easy it is to do. So sit comfortably and hold a clear quartz crystal. Close your eyes and take some slow, deep breaths in 3 times. And now use your inner eye, your imagination, to visualize your own energy field as a soft, luminous sphere of light surrounding your body. And then use your inner eye to scan your aura from head to toe, noting areas of clarity, of congestion, or heaviness. And allow yourself to just move your inner sight and make note or highlight the areas that need support or balance. Remember, don't overload or overwhelm yourself. Don't get worried about things. If you find that fear is in your energy field, start to deal with the fear first, see what's underneath the fear, and just take it slowly, knowing that it's probably taken you an awful long time to get out of line. So it's not going to be a quick fix overnight, because if it's a quick fix overnight, then it's not long lasting. So you have to make a commitment to yourself. Make a note of what you discover, and then maybe choose crystals to do a full chakra alignment twice a week, and carry the crystal that you feel will be most advantageous to your energy mapping with you until you feel you need it no longer. So in conclusion, energy mapping helps you understand, protect, and align your personal field. And when combined with crystals and conscious practice, it empowers you to live more harmoniously in body, mind, and spirit. So stay tuned for the next discussion in our series of crystals and the subtle energy of life, where we'll explore crystals and intuition, strengthening your inner guidance. Thank you for listening to Crystal Lightworkers podcast, and please share this episode or leave a review to help others discover that subtle energies and crystals really can help you find that well-being and wellness you may be looking for. So until next time, Stay aware, stay open, and let your energy flow freely.